360-degree living feedback section of proposal October 5, 2015. What is feedback? Small bullet celebration and mourning of the degree to which one experiences human needs and community identified principles satisfied in relationships and our community roles. Small bullet honest expression of one's experience in relation to another. Small bullet a vehicle for omnidirectional growth and learning. Small bullet a pathway to shared understanding and shared stewardship. What is the purpose of living feedback? Small bullet to give and receive authentic expression of life moving through us. Small bullet seeing and knowing each other. Small bullet to support the journey towards shared understanding expressed in embodied ways. Small bullet to support living passionately and non-violently. Small bullet to create a culture where authentic expression is seen as a gift and welcomed. Small bullet to understand the quality of experience others have in my presence so I can know whether or not I've served life in the way I intended. Small bullet to explore the quality of experience I'd like to have in the other person's presence. The qualities in me that I want to experience and share with someone else. Small bullet encouragement/support. Small bullet growth. Small bullet learning. Small bullet authenticity. Small bullet a stewardess process we call NVC. Stewardship in this context means merging with the life force of this work, keeping clear focus of the essence and underlying principles, discernment around what seems congruent and what doesn't. An intention to stay awake and awaken more fully. Who is the feedback community? Small bullet all people we are in contact with, especially those who strive to live in the flow of honest expression and empathic receiving. 360-degree living feedback process, short version, 1. Community chosen principles and values/needs are offered as starting point for reflection to all for reflection. 2. The person seeking feedback goes through a self-assessment process. 3. The person seeking feedback makes requests for the kind of feedback he/she is seeking. 4. Community members offer feedback. 5. The person seeking feedback and community members may choose to make requests in response to the feedback to support integration. Longer version, 1. Community determines, small bullet the qualities/principles/areas on which feedback will be sought. Suggested resources, matrix. Commitments possibly varying with role. Small bullet the designated time S/space S in which feedback will be shared. 2. Self-assessment guidelines. Small bullet person who is seeking feedback goes through list of qualities and principles the community has determined are important and reflects on how he/she lives those qualities. The self-assessment might include the degree of ease or challenge the person feels in living particular qualities as well as requests to self or others. 3. Request to community for feedback. Small bullet speaker asks community members for the specific kind of feedback wanted. Small bullet when asking for feedback, know what needs you are hoping to meet through feedback and specifically ask for the kind of feedback that is most likely to meet those needs. 4. Giver of feedback, community member, guidelines. Small bullet primary intention is connection. Small bullet self-responsibility. I'm willing to own my own experience as well as acknowledge my autonomy and our interdependence. My focus is on my experience, what I'm celebrating and what I'm longing for. Small bullet speak from awareness of our interdependence and equality. Small bullet celebrate when/where you experience the speaker embodying qualities that you and the community hold as precious. Give specific examples. Small bullet name the qualities you are longing to experience more of in this person's presence and express a willingness to dialogue about strategies to support those qualities emerging in the space between you. Small bullet when offering feedback, know what needs you are hoping to meet through feedback. Check in to see what kind of feedback the receiver would enjoy and check in around how it is understood and received. Small bullet share where the speaker's self-assessment is in alignment with your experience of the speaker and where it is different than your experience. Small bullet vulnerably reveal one's feelings, needs and possibly preferences in response to specific observable stimuli. Small bullet drop the evaluations or at least own them as evaluations. 4b. Receiver of feedback guidelines. Small bullet. Remember, you are being gifted with someone else's experience and have the opportunity to use that to discern whether or not you've been able to serve life in the way you would like. Small bullet. There is vulnerability in the telling and receiving. Small bullet. Receive from awareness of our interdependence and equality. Small bullet. Check to see if you have understood the feedback in the way the giver of feedback would like to be heard. Small bullet. Take self-responsibility for how hear you message and respond. Small bullet. Acknowledge interdependence and how others have been impacted by your choices. Small bullet. Ask for the time and support you need to fully hear and take in the feelings and needs in the feedback, as well as the feelings and needs that arise in you in hearing the feedback. Small bullet. Show honestly and vulnerably how you are as you receive the feedback. 5. Integration. Requests in response to feedback. Small bullet. The person seeking feedback may choose to make requests of self and others for support in embodying qualities and principles mentioned in feedback. Small bullet. Community members may choose to make requests of self and others to support the person seeking feedback. Mechanisms for feedback. Small bullet. Intention with variety of mechanisms is to support those least likely to speak up, to contribute feedback, compensate for power imbalances, cultural dynamics, personal preferences/temperaments. Small bullet. In person one-on-one. Small bullet. In person with group witness/presence/holding. Reflection circle. Small bullet. Email. Small bullet. Phone. Small bullet. Skype. Small bullet. CNVC. Profile in social media. Private arena. To communicate directly with another community member. Small bullet. CNVC. Feedback circle. Stewards have private way of receiving feedback, so giver of feedback can start anonymously offering feedback. Circle stewards can support the dialogue.